Welcome to this Akkio tutorial on how to integrate with Snowflake. The Snowflake integration is one of our most used and easiest to set up integrations, and we're going to take you through it right now. If you do get lost, you can always go to the Help Center, and this brings you to the Akkio documentation page. You can see all of our technical documents are stored here, but if you scroll down, you can see you can go to Setup Integrations, go to Snowflake, and it will take you through the same steps that we are about to follow. So a nice backup to have. We're going to go back, close out of this, and now we're going to look at our account settings. In your account settings, you're going to be able to see all of the integrations you currently have set up. You can see right now I actually have a Snowflake instance set up, so I'm going to remove this integration. This is useful for being able to change between instances or if you need to reset up or refresh anything. Now that we're all cleaned up, we can go here, create a new flow. The way you connect any of our instances is to go in and create a new flow and connect your training data. So you can see here, we have some Snowflake data that has already been brought in, but to connect a new data set, it's going to tell us we have to set up the integration. This integration is set up very easily, and you can see that you have step-by-step instructions on what to follow. So first, we're going to need to go to our Snowflake instance on the Worksheets tab and go to copy that URL. So you can see right here, I already have that up. This is what you log into when you log in. So we're just going to copy that and go back and paste that. Nice and easy. Then we're going to need to make sure that we are an account admin. Once again, this is going to take us back to the Snowflake screen. Apologies. It's going to take us back to the Snowflake screen. And we're going to see here, I am set up as the account admin. If you set up the Snowflake instance, you will generally be defaulted to this, but you can always double check and switch your role as necessary. All right, so we're good there. Now we're going to set up the integration. So we can set whatever database names we want. If we go back to here, you can take a look and see data, and you'll see we have a couple of databases set up already. I'm going to connect it to Snowflake sample data for this demo. And you can connect it to multiple at a time, just separate by commas. Continue. Now it's going to give you a bit of code that you need to run in Snowflake. So we're going to click copy right there. Go back here and go back to Worksheets. I'm going to create a new worksheet. Create an SQL worksheet. Then we're going to paste. Now this is the one tricky part, which is Snowflake does not generally like to run multiple commands at once. So we're going to need to select all of it, and we are then going to run. You'll see it's running 16 commands. If we hadn't highlighted it, it would most likely have just run one of the 16 commands and we wouldn't have gotten what we needed. So now we can highlight here and see it ran. Let's continue. All right, now it wants us to go back and copy and paste this code into here. So this is what we generated. You can see we already have it highlighted. We can just go over here and nicely click copy, come back, go here, and paste. Let me go to finish. That brings us into the Snowflake sign-in. We'll sign back in. I want to make sure that we want to select to allow, click allow. And there we go. Now we just click finish and it loads up, and you can see that all of the Snowflake sample data is now available to us. Quick note, you're going to see that these have these black lines. They don't look like what you would expect normally. You can see these are color coded. That's because these are not actually in Akkio. They are just available to pull into Akkio. But as soon as you decide to click on one, it's going to pull that data in. See Snowflake sample data catalog returns. We're loading the data set right now. And data imported. We have another video on deploying with Snowflake, but that's it for now. Thanks.